It's
the Real Estate U Show, where we take your typical real estate show and chuck it out the window. Motivating, inspiring, and educating with a laugh or two along the way. Every week we bring you the latest happenings in real estate, new construction, and mortgage lending for both residential and commercial. And now, live, this is Real Estate U.
Hey, happy Saturday. It's the Real Estate U Show. Excuse me. Live from our Homes and Land Studios. Powered by myaltahomes.com. We're in Houston, Texas. That's where we're at, right? Okay, we're in Houston. I'm just trying to asking for a friend. All right. Live streaming on the HughesNet Satellite Network, REUWorldwide.com. And we're also on YouTube TV, all the social media channels, Roku, smart TVs, and the like. The RU Show brought to you by Platinum One Properties, a premier real estate firm headquartered in Houston, Texas, creating a standard in real estate representation, buying, selling, and investing in real estate. We're each and every Saturday, 11 a.m. Central Time, noon Eastern, and 9 a.m. Pacific Time. And we're brought to you by YourMortgagePro.biz, powered by Lone Peak Lending.
Yes.
Yeah. Open Title Texas with 11 Houston area locations and 25 in Texas. I need to update that. That's actually higher. Our studio includes industry leaders and knowledge that's incomparable in the marketplace. Real Estate U is about all things real estate, mortgages, new construction, commercial property sales and finance, and the entrepreneurs which drive our economy. So, normally we're joined by the lovely Dina Ramos, award-winning broker owner of Platinum One Properties, but she's dealing with Bridezilla today.
She is.
Okay, so
It's
because
next week, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Sabrina gets married next week. That's Dina's one and only child. I guess she was only interested in screaming loud one time in her life, so she only had one child. So it's just so Sabrina is getting her final fitting today.
Ooh.
I mean, how many final fittings do you have to have?
You need quite a few. Closer to
Damn.
the wedding, you need to. Little wedding.
Move away from the donuts. That's how that works. Move away from the donuts. Okay. So Dina's not here today. So she's, like I said, she's dealing with our favorite bridezilla, Sabrina Ramos. Sabrina Salazar. Excuse me.
That's right.
Right. And so we can't have Dina's realtor rant. But if you want to learn more about Platinum One Properties, go to PlatinumOneProperties.com, spell out the word one. And so I'm also joined by our mortgage solution pro, the hardest working woman in mortgage, Jennifer Nina of Lone Peak Lending.
That'd be me.
That'd be her. Whatever. Okay. Yeah. And the RU Alliance consists of Open Title Texas, Alta Homes, Builder Boost, Homes and Land Magazine, the training center where realtors go to elevate their business. Panorama Studios, Butler Media, Machette Photography, and commercial real estate lender Osborne Advisors. Yes. Okay.
All that.
Yeah. Now, today's real estate topic is real estate 2025. Okay. Because I've been on the road a lot for the last I've been on the road a lot for the last 2 weeks and getting updates on what's going on in the marketplace, right?
Okay.
So we'll be sharing some of those things. Now, we won't be spotlighting any homes this week, right?
Why?
We'll be talking about homes. Well, I don't like anybody, but we'll be talking about homes and some things that are going on in the marketplace that we're going to be bringing forth as we move forward. So now Real Estate U is the only DBM hosted multimedia real estate show in the world. You're welcome, Damon. Huh?
Yes, questions are welcome.
Yeah. Questions are welcome.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Run for it.
What do you see right now in the market still with this real estate investor? Oh, I want to wait because the election is next Tuesday.
Well, that's what they're doing. They're waiting for the election right now. They're waiting for the election. People, and we're going to go over that. I have some data to share about the elections over the last few years, okay? Mm-hmm. And basically, everybody who's been waiting for the election to come and go before they buy a house, you're dumb. Because prices have steadily been going up. And since interest rates are dictated by the Treasury, even though they reduced the Fed rate, that didn't have any big effect on the interest rate. But people are always trying to just justify. So I'm going to be calling out all the dummies in the world during today's show, Real Estate 2025. Our weekly goes to educate, inspire, motivate class is now in session. You can listen to our previous shows on realestateyouShow.com website and our YouTube TV channel. Remember, we are live. So if you're on the YouTube TV channel, you can click
subscribe, and like us,
Hit the bell.
especially me.
Oh God. So again, today about real estate 2025. And this is I found out some very interesting things.
Educate us.
Okay, this is what okay. Now, their current housing trends and trajectory data, going up, right?
Mhm.
But this is what I learned over the last couple of weeks. And you probably was involved in this because on the mortgage side, you guys get a little data and stuff like that too. I mean, you get data.
A little.
Yeah, a little data. Okay, so this year we're projected. Right now we're at 3.8 million. We're projected to only sell 4 million this year. That's new construction and resale. 4 million. That is the lowest amount of home sales in the history of the United States since they've been keeping this data. Okay, and this goes all the way to the 30s and 40s.
Okay.
Lowest amount of home sales in the United States, 4 million.
Why do you think that is?
Well, what it is because there's been fear mongering because of interest rates. There has been a lack of production because the builders, instead of building like they did from 04 to 08, they have pulled back like 45, 50%.
Okay.
So now, if they sell 5, they'll build 5. It used to be they would build 20, sell 5, and build 20 more. Okay. So they're not building as much. So if you don't have inventory, people are, I'm going to wait. All right. But the good news is right now you have 4.5 months worth of inventory available when it was down to like 2 months. So that's a good thing for the consumer, right? Because you have more inventory, so forth and so on. The bad thing for the consumer is they keep sitting on the fence waiting for some magical thing to happen with interest rates. But as they continue to wait, interest rates are stabilizing, but cost of housing is continuing to go up. So now all you have to do is pay attention to all of the multifamily construction that's going on around. And that's silly too, because I had somebody actually say, well, I don't want to buy a house because the interest rates are too high, right? Well, when you're renting, you're paying 100% interest.
It's funny you say that because I had my good friend in Florida. He's actually a judge. She goes, my niece is going to call you
Right.
to ask you some questions.
Okay.
So she goes like, I'm currently renting and I found this home, for 360,
Right.
but I'm debating, I've been talking to family members and they're
Right.
telling me to hold on until next year because things are going to change. And I
Right.
go like, well, since we don't have a crystal ball, you always
Right.
have to see of what's ahead of you, right?
Yes.
So right now, how much are you paying in rent? She goes, $2,900. And I go like, okay, just pretend you have the money in your hand right now. Take a lighter and light it up. That's what you're doing every month.
Right.
So why don't you, even though say you get the house today that you
Right.
can afford,
Mhm.
and next year the interest rates go down, you refinance it.
Yeah.
But you're growing equity where in the rental you're not.
Yeah, great. You know what I'm saying? They're paying 100% interest right now with no benefit. 100% interest or no benefit. And so I'm looking there and I'm explaining to them like, no, I'm not. Okay. Visualize the following. This is your tax refund as a homeowner. This is your tax refund as a renter. The tax refund historically has been anywhere from 3.5 times to 7 times the amount that a renter is getting back. So now let's just use simple numbers. You get 1,000 back, I get 7,000. Should I be buying? Yes, I should be buying. And the interest rate. No, the interest rate is a benefit to you because you get a lot of the interest back up to $10,000. So you get $10,000 back where you get nothing back on the rental side. But I fault realtors and lenders. Because they're not educating these potential
Correct.
buyers on what it takes to buy a home, number one, but to encourage them to understand why they should buy a home.
See what they don't. It sometimes feels like we're convincing the public to do that. I've stopped. I simply let them know there's always two sides of a decision, right?
Mhm.
Here you rent and here you buy.
Right.
And I show them the benefits and numbers.
Okay.
So if they decide to do that, you can't fight stupid,
Right.
right? Or maybe they're afraid of the circumstances. So now you address, after you see the benefit and you show them the benefit. Now, if their decision still no, then there's a why.
Right.
Please explain. And that's, to me, is to my knowledge. You possibly, all you can do is, put the thought in of the why, maybe the fear. But it's amazing how people just talk to this, the interest rates. A quarter doesn't make a hit on your payment.
No, but see, that's the fear mongering component. All right, that is the fear mongering component. Everybody believes, oh, the sky is falling. No, if you own real property, it's a benefit to you. And I look at it this way. Let's go to the dark side. If you're renting and something happens in your life where you can't make your payment, you're going to get evicted.
Yes, you are.
If you own your home and something happens in
You're
your
gonna
life,
stay there for 5 years.
yeah, you got all kind of different options to sustain your living space. That's what people are not understanding. You have a situation where you can file bankruptcy and stall renting. Okay, you stall it, but if you have bankruptcy, but bankruptcy is also a tool for you to reestablish yourself. It's harder to reestablish yourself as a renter versus an owner.
Correct.
And that's what people don't understand. So what we're going to do right now, we're talking about real estate 2025 because it's November, people. 2025 is less than 60 days away.
Gone.
It's gone. So we're going to take a break, pay some bills. We're going to come back with some more conversation and some more data about what's going on in the real estate market. Pay some bills.
Are you a Texas real estate professional looking for a better title company experience? One without the headache or poor customer experience? At Open Title Texas, our mission is to make the closing process as stress-free and efficient as possible for everyone involved. With an attorney leading our mission, we understand the importance of accuracy in all aspects of the title process. At Open Title Texas, we believe that our attention to detail and unwavering dedication to customer service is what sets us apart in the title industry. And we're not just a title company. We're a growth and business development agency. We're designed to elevate the future business of our clients, done through collaboration and exclusive programs to increase opportunities for clients and partners. Open Title of Texas, opening the door to home ownership. Reach out today at open-title.com.
Do you have a passion and interest in real estate, want to learn from the pros, and have some fun doing it? Welcome to the Real Estate U Show, your connection to all things real estate, buying, selling, investing, and new construction sales, including residential and commercial real estate financing. Tune in for weekly live episodes with real estate experts and guests, packed with their best tips and tricks, and get a sneak peek into their national marketing relationships. Sponsored by the trusted team of Builder Boost and Homes and Land Magazine. The Real Estate U Show. Informative, insightful, and with a little touch of humor. Tune in to www.reuworldwide.com, Saturdays at 11 a.m. CST.
When you choose Alta Homes, you're choosing a builder you can count on to create not only your home, but something you are proud to own. We are at your side at every step during the purchase process, from the moment you sign your contract to the moment you receive your keys. Sales consultants to guide you in selecting exterior colors and brick stone options. A design center to effortlessly help you customize every detail, from lighting and faucets to flooring, tile, cabinetry, and countertops. Our smart home provider to enhance your home with security, data, and audio systems tailored to your preferences. Dedicated construction managers to provide weekly updates on your home's progress. Progress meetings to show milestones our team is completing, including a pre-construction meeting, pre-drywall, orientation, and a final walks before your closing day. Welcome home to your future with Alta Homes.
Okay, we're back. Bills are paid. I'm E.L. Crane. She is not, for obvious reasons. She's not tall enough. Okay. Open Title, Texas. Okay. So remember, we're talking about season.
Yes.
Year 2025, right? So inventory 4.3 months, 3.844. roughly 4 million houses sold. But this is the real kicker in this whole dynamic, right? Historically, when you look at home sales, you always have to look at not just the interest rate, but area regional trends,
Mhm.
okay? Because some regions are going to sell more
More than
houses than others,
Right.
okay? So now, Dallas, Fort Worth, Arlington, Texas area, all right? Weekly new listings currently 2128 weekly, okay? New listings.
21, that's 2,000.
2,128 new listings a week, all right? Houston, Sugarland, Baytown, 1,981. Okay, San Antonio, New Braunfels, 857 a week. Okay, Texas has 3 of the top listing areas in the country. All right,
That makes sense.
okay, because of the new construction, the available land, affordability.
Affordability, yeah.
But even affordability is starting to take a hit in Texas.
Mhm.
Okay, so people will keep waiting. And I'm using the affordability concept, right? At my meeting when we went to, I was in El Paso. Was it El Paso? Yeah, everything's a blur. Yeah, it was El Paso. When I was in El Paso, a gentleman had bought a house in 2020,
Mhm.
just prior to COVID.
Mhm.
Okay, he paid $435,000 for his house prior to COVID.
Mhm.
His house just went under contract for sale for $613. 4 years,
Yep.
right? 4 years. He's almost, I mean, what is that, $125,000, $130,000 profit. His net is probably going to be $100,000 profit. But 4 years,
Mhm.
that's huge.
In what bank account are you going to do that?
Huh?
In what bank account? Parking your money in a bank account?
Yeah.
You're never going to make that profit.
Never going to make that profit. That's right. So stocks are not even going to have that kind of
Correct.
trajectory. So you have to look at regionalization of home ownership. All right. I look at people who are sitting on the fence, and I've been in classrooms and I've heard realtors speaking, and everybody talking about what's not going on. What's not going on, and you said you don't like to do it anymore, is educating the consumer. That's what's not going on. I told the story about one of our agents here, our good friend Tara. Tara had an event called Wine, Whiskey, and Wheels, WILLS.
Okay, I like that.
Wine, Whiskey, and Wheels, to talk about you can plan your retirement at age 25.
That's right. And do it through real estate.
You do it through real estate. Wine, whiskey, and wheels. So now you're dictating how you want your life to proceed.
Mhm.
And so you can make adjustments, and everything is an adjustment, and everything is fluid. But think about it. You have a 25, 30-year-old in there in this Wine, Whiskey, and Wheels, WILLS, talking about planning their future 25, 35 years out. They're going to have a good approximation on where they're going to be at and where they'll be able to live.
Mhm.
But the kicker is this. Everybody in that room, from the estate planners to the probate lawyers, everybody, if you don't have real estate in your portfolio, you will not be able to retire comfortably.
Mhm.
And he says the mistake that most people make, young and old, they get caught up in interest rate instead of value.
That's right.
So how do you address by quit fussing about the interest rate?
Again, you start with a why. Asking them, you have to try to understand in a short period of time,
Right.
the relationship that client has with money and the relationship that they have with investing.
Right.
What are their goals? Why do they want to invest? It was just a thought that they woke up with, or what is their goal?
Right.
So after you get that at hand, you'll be able pretty much not to tell them, but ask them questions
Yes.
and show them through numbers in black and white the difference if they were to make a decision or another. everything is a risk. Even though if you choose to stay home and decide to rent, that's still a risk, isn't it? Because the thing can blow up in smokes
That's right.
the next day. You're still risking the fact, and you're putting your life in somebody else's hands. Because if, let's say, the owner of that apartment could not pay the rent, you have
Pay
to
his
pay
mortgage. Pay his mortgage.
exactly pay his mortgage. You're going to be paying his rent, and all of a sudden you're out.
That's
We
right.
never told you about it. So there's always risk. What we need to learn is to take calculated risk in life.
Right.
And you have to do that through education. Just like I tell people, planning to buy a home it should be a thought out process,
Right.
planned out. First start by understanding what you need to have and what you need to do in order to get there.
Right.
Oh, I want to buy a house. Okay, and what are you doing for it? You have absolutely no information about what it takes to get there.
Purchasing a home is about sacrifice. Plain and simple. You sacrifice to get tickets to go to one of them concerts. You sacrifice to get money to buy an outfit to go to a dance, but you can't sacrifice to secure purchasing a home. And here's the thing. Historically, and this is from your market, this is from your business. Lowest interest rates were 21, 22.
And that's
All
it.
time.
And that's it.
Right, all time.
Mhm.
All right. So you're going to take those 2 years, but we're going to go back 53 years. The average mortgage rate since 1971,
Like 10%.
6.32%.
There you go.
6.32%. That's the average interest rate. And you're sitting here saying, I want 2.
But
want
wait a
3.
second. Because I remember selling interest rates at
15,
8,
16.
9, 10%.
Yeah, my first house was 9%. This is an overall average
Got it.
for the 53 years. The current 30-year is 6.92%. That 0.6% is the difference between 1971 and now, on an average speaking. And you're refusing to buy.
This is the lack of information.
Yes.
People talk about lows and highs. Okay, what is high? What is low? I told you, if you can afford it,
Buy.
buy the darn house.
That's right. If you can afford to buy, because interest rates can go down, appreciation is always going to go up.
That's right.
The value is always going to go up. So I would rather pay 8%, buy a house, and look at my equity grow over a 5-year period, 14%, and I get to write off the vast majority of that 8%.
It's 4%, and this is the minimum on the low end.
Yeah.
4% per year that your house is scheduled to increase. So
That's
come on,
20%.
people. That's right.
But yet still people say, no. Okay. They're not understanding why they should buy.
The people just listen to too much of the wrong
Well, my favorite story to
information.
tell is I used to tell when I was on the lender side of people said, well, I was told I couldn't buy a house. I was like, who told you that?
Mhm,
That'd be the
exactly.
first thing out myself. Who told you that? And they would say, they would always tell me about some neighbor in their apartment complex. And I would always ask this question: how long that neighbor been living in an apartment complex? Oh, they've been there for like 15 years. Okay. What they know is that apartment complex. They don't know nothing about owning anything. What they know is they're the queen or king of that apartment
Mhm.
complex. So they trying to keep you in a kingdom because that's
It's feeding them.
yeah. It's helping them.
Oppression.
Yeah. So now they're important in that fiefdom of apartment owners, of apartment homes, but you get out of there and do something for yourself. And my perfect story is, I won't say their name. There was a couple. They had 2 children. They rented a townhome in downtown Houston, Edo. All right. And they was always talking about, we're close to the restaurants, we're close to the ballparks, we're close to this, stuff like that, right?
I can drive
Renting-
there.
Right. Renting. Right. Then his income went up to a point of he always was able to afford a house, but he could really afford a house now. He kept renting for another year. He was called out at a corporate meeting by his boss. All right.
Mhm.
He says, I'm going to bring up to the stage our top producer in the state of Texas. but I'm also going to tell you a truth about my top producer, because if he would take his own advice, he would double his income.
Mhm.
And everybody like, wait a minute. If the top producer would take his own advice, what does that mean? All right. Bring him up there. He says, this is my top producer. He's number one to say volume and revenue generated. Volume and revenue generated. And he's a renter. And everybody like, what? Volume? Because they're all in the same business. So they know how much this revenue generated, how much
Right.
he done made. He's a renter. He's advising everybody else by start establishing your financial foundation, because with real estate, but he's renting. So the owner, leader of the organization, whatever you want to call it, he then said, I have always been impressed by his ability to generate business, but I'm disappointed in his efforts to establish a life and a legacy for his family.
Mhm.
Called him out in front of the whole organization. But you take that advice in one or two ways. Learn
Or you get offended.
or get offended. He learned.
Yeah.
He bought a house 4 months later. And his business has, like his boss said, doubled. Take your own advice.
Yeah. And you know what? I've been guilty of that. Okay. I've been guilty to the point, because you get in my not my excuse, but my issue is that I got involved in life, right?
Yeah.
Anything's going, trying to make money. And one day I stopped and I was like, whoa, I have helped millions of people make millions of dollars. Jennifer, you need to stop and start taking care of yourself.
There you go.
Okay, so yes, but what I'm saying is you have to always be cognizant. What is it that you really want? That Gucci purse is not going to give you a
You can't
profit.
sleep in it.
Do you understand? So come on, people, young people,
Yeah.
smart people. You guys have so much access to information. Okay,
That's right.
it's a click of a button. Google it, like
Yeah.
I tell my
The
kids.
Google machine.
Exactly. We make so much effort on the information that when we want to find something, trust me, we'll do it. Just like I had a call the other
Hold
day.
that thought.
Okay.
Look,
Go to
We're gonna finish it. We're gonna take a break, pay some bills, and we're gonna come back. She's gonna finish that thought.
yes. Don't let me forget.
All right.
Hey, check this out. Are you looking for a beautiful new build home? One with quality craftsmanship and higher end amenities, but still within your budget? Oh, do I have good news for you. Alta Homes is now selling top of the line new construction homes for the home buyer, providing amenities not usually associated under $500,000. And you want to know what makes them really shine? You'll get to participate in the construction throughout the process and rest easy knowing that Alta Homes promises to only build what we would live in. Alta Homes provides financing resources with up to 100% financing and even the ability to finance the closing costs, including Alta Homes providing additional closing cost assistance if needed. Doesn't get better than that. Just give us a call or visit us to start your new build journey today. Alta Homes, we only build what we would live in.
Hello, I'm Dina Salazar, broker and owner of Platinum One Properties. Tune in each week to Realtor Corner with me as we share important information that will help you on your real estate journey. Look forward to seeing you there. And in the meantime, if you need anything real estate related, you can always get a hold of me at 832-646-9054. Dina Salazar, Platinum One Properties.
Butler Media is where dreams become reality, where brands thrive, and where you find success. We provide social media management, brand design, and marketing education solutions designed to elevate your brand. Your marketing is our mission. Visit our website to get started.
Okay, we're back. Bills are paid. You had a thought. Go ahead.
So I got a call the other day from an old client that I've worked with before, tried to, get her pre-approved, and she stalled. So, again, we went through the process, and My conversation with her was what you have to do, or the path from where you are to home ownership is $10,000,
Right.
because that's what you're going to need for you to close your home after, I try to give her credits and all that stuff. So if somebody gives you a plan like that, at least for me, it tells me, okay, this is something now that I'm working towards that now.
Right.
Is it going to take me 3 months, 6 months to be able to acquire those $10,000? So now I put it back on her. It's up to you. That's the only thing keeping you from being a homeowner today.
Right.
$10,000. Let me tell you something. I don't know about y'all, but when somebody gives me that gold and I am focused on it, that I will manifest that. Do you understand? I will manifest that. So that's the kind of work I do with a client. I'm not the lender where I totally tell, because I see the 400 score or the 560, sorry, you don't qualify. I would tell you exactly what you need to do, or what are the things that are keeping you from being a homeowner. And that's the difference between one another. Now, again, life happens.
Right.
People stall. So, it's not because it's not given to you. Sometimes you just, again, get involved in life. But when you have that in the top of mind, there's no reason why you cannot get there.
Yeah. You have to but you have to believe though too, right? You have to believe. You have so many people who don't believe. I'll use me as an example. I've told this story before, and I'll tell the story again. My mentor, years ago, had an event at his house. And I didn't know it was his house. I thought he rented out this house to create an image. I drove up to this house. Butler answers the door. I give him my name, and he says, Mr. Steve is waiting for you in his study. Mr. Steve waiting for me in his study. That's not his house. This is my thoughts, right? So he takes me to say, I go into the study. Steve is sitting there, and it's pictures of Steve and his daughter and all of his family all over the study. I'm like, damn, he done brought all these pictures from the office to make it look like this is his house. All right. And so I go in there and says, why are you lying to these people? He said, what are you talking about? I said, making people believe it's your house. He said, why do you think this is not my house? I said, because you drive a Volkswagen Scirocco. And he says, sit down. I said, what? Don't even sit down. Come with me. Went out of the study, went out to an area of the house where we could look out on the driveway. He said, you see that driveway? I said, yes. I don't care what's in the driveway. I care what the driveway is a part of. This is my house. How I get from my house to work every day, I could care less, but I get from my house to work every day in that car right there. And I said, what? He says, this is where I live. That's what I drive. Changed my whole mindset, because everything at that point in my life was about looks and how much a car costs and what kind of jewelry you was wearing and those kind of things. But he explained it to me in short order. You need to worry about tangible, realizable, valuable assets. A car is not a valuable asset because they're easily replaceable. You can't replace a home. He said home, he didn't say house. You can't replace a home. So why would you not buy a home? Well, excuse me, that's not what he said. He said, why would you not purchase a house so you can make it a home?
Right.
And I bought a house 2 months later because I had the nice car. I was doing whatever I wanted to do. So I was judging him and what he had by the car he drove. I had an attitude like, all right, he's driving a little raggedy car. Are we going to get paid? I used to say stuff like that to myself. But perception. So you have people who want to look good, but not live good. You have people who want it all, but don't want to put in the work.
Right.
And that's what you have going into 2025. You're going to have those that are going to look good, but have nothing to show for it. Like I met with one of our realtor partners yesterday, and he said something to me that was prophetic.
Mhm.
One, he was talking, he has an agreement. He put people in space to the agents to work work an apartment complex and make half the lease deposit. All right. So half the lease deposit is anywhere from $575 to $750. All right. And this is in a very prolific area. So worst case scenario, you're gonna make $1,500, $2,000 a week on leases, right? So he said he put it out there for agents in his office, and his office has over 300 agents. Let me get right there, all right? He says, how many people do you think signed up for? I said, they were probably lined up out the door. He says, none.
They're not, agents are not interested in rentals. Because they don't see the big number that there was a building with thousands of units
Right.
that you can make this money a week versus
Yeah, but he even
numbers.
He got a little deeper than that. He says, you can't look good in a video showing an apartment like you can look good doing a video showing a mansion open house that ain't nobody showing up at and you ain't making no money off of. I looked at him, I'm like, no. He said, I'm telling you, realtors that are not making money are more engaged with looking good versus making money.
It's like fake it till you make it, but come on, people.
Yeah, fake it till you make me sleeping in your trunk. Okay, so think about it. This is what I did yesterday. All right, like our building where we have the studios and the training center, stuff like that. Right. This is not our building. We lease here, right? We lease space here. So, as you know, I love to say when I go pay our mortgage, they're gonna let us stay another 30 days. All right. I love saying, all right, hey, I paid our mortgage, they're gonna let us stay another 30 days. All right. Well, yesterday I paid our lease. All right. And I had Eric laugh. I said, hey, we can stay another 30 days. So she was like, what are you talking about? I said, I just made our lease payment. She said, yeah. I said, we can stay another 30 days. So she says, every time I think I got you figured out, I don't have you figured out at all. So we paid the lease, right? So, which means we have another opportunity to do well. We have more opportunity to do well. So when you pay your mortgage, when you pay your lease, you have another opportunity to do well, but you got to have a process and a plan. So there are things that I'm going to be doing differently with the studio and the training center in November that I haven't done because everything needs to have an upward trajectory.
Correct.
It can't be flatlined. Same thing with real estate. It needs to be an upward trajectory. So if you are in a rental, you need to be projecting out to home ownership. If you are currently in a home, you need to be talking about expanding your real estate portfolio and your investments and things like that. My wife is always telling me all the time, real estate, let's buy some more real estate, let's buy some more real estate. So she's always engaged in trying to secure more real estate. I need that because I've owned real estate and I've had lots of properties, but I didn't like that portion of it. You know, I didn't, all right? So I didn't want the responsibility of it, what it was. But now you have a situation where, damn, I should have kept that. Okay.
When you're dry and you're like,
Exactly.
that's how much it's worth now.
Exactly. But you think in terms of the now and what we're telling you today with today's show, this is for real estate professionals, this is for consumers, this is for anybody that's listening. You have an opportunity to do more in real estate going to 2025 than you have ever had in your life. And it's based on one factor. This damn election will be over with. All right. Because everybody gets caught up in the election, the sky is falling, whatever. At the end of the day, that'll be done and over with. The economy is going to do what the economy is going to do, but I'm going to go with the economist who's going to project this whole thing out. And they're giving me data and information so I can plan my 2025. And the plan in 2025 with real estate is own it. And if you already own it, buy some more. And if you can buy some more on top of what you buy some more on top of what you buy. Because real estate has an upward trajectory going over the next 8 to 10 years. That's your window. We have another 8 to 10 years of prosperity in real estate. But if you don't get in there right now, you're going to be on the outside looking in. That's why you have Dina Ramos with Platinum One Properties to buy and sell. You have Jennifer Nina with Lone Peak Lending to fund and finance. You have E.L. Crane with Open Title to ensure that the transaction goes through. You have all the partners out there with our different, different lender partners. We have different insurance partners. We have different real estate partners. All of your partnerships should be geared towards having more in 2025. Because if you choose to rent in 2025, you are doing a disservice to your bank account.
That's right.
Plain and simple. You are flushing money down the toilet with no return on investment whatsoever. If you purchase and you listen to the professionals in this space, I promise you, your net worth is going to grow exponentially. You're going to have opportunities and options to grow your wealth, your legacy, and build out what you want for you and your family going forward. But you got to take the steps necessary. Get educated. Like we said earlier, go to the Google machine, find out information, start planning real estate 2025 right now. And that's what today's topic is. So we're going to do it now. We're going to take a break, pay some bills. I'll come back and I'm going to share with you some trends over the last 10, 12 election cycles that show you exactly the benefit of sales. Okay? Take some bills.
Are you looking to purchase, refinance, or even secure a specialized loan? Meet Your Mortgage Pro. Whether it's for your dream home or that perfect commercial space, we've got you covered with our solution-based lending services. Licensed in both Florida and Texas, we understand the complexities of real estate finance, and our team of professionals and our easy-to-use mortgage calculators are here to help. Your Mortgage Pro is committed to quality customer service, putting the people we serve first. And we don't just offer loans. We provide consumer education and ready-made loan programs to guide you every step of the way. We even collaborate with builders to secure new construction homes. Your Mortgage Pro, the mortgage solution professional. Reach out today at yourmortgagepro.biz. Are you a real estate professional looking for a facility to produce valuable content for your clients and elevate the value of your business? The Training Center is here to help. We provide training for real estate professionals like you in a beautiful facility designed for training, TV show production, and even podcast studios. Also available for rental. Whether you're a realtor, mortgage lender, builder, or real estate industry vendor, you can now expand your expertise and your reach. With expert instructors for a variety of continuing education courses, producers and engineers available to create your own content, and the environment to do your best work, you're well on your way to growing the real estate business you've always dreamt about. The Training Center. We elevate your real estate career. Reach out today at ttcellevatesyou.com. Have you found yourself thinking, I need to increase my real estate brand value, start overcoming those limiting beliefs, and truly grow my business? Well, I have some great news for you. The Real ELC offers elite real estate training for professionals just like you. Whether you're a new agent or a seasoned professional, you can gain access to the wisdom, tips, and insights of a team with decades of real estate, business development, and marketing experience. And you want to know the best part? By receiving training from the Real ELC, you'll become part of the RMG Collective National Real Estate Marketing Platform. Just visit therealelc.com to start growing your real estate business today.
On the services.
Okay, we're back. It's her fault, people. Now, remember I said I was going to share with you about home sales during an election cycle, right?
Mhm.
Ever since 1980, 9 out of 11 presidential elections, the next year, home sales went up
Mhm.
in 9 out of 11. Only 2 years they didn't, and there was things going on, right? In 1981, it didn't go up, okay? We were in the middle of the big recession, Big recession at that time. All right. High unemployment, whole shoe match. Okay. Those are the things that we did look at. 1988, we had a couple of wars going on, Iraq war, stuff like that, right? Negatives, right? But let's look at, we're just going with the 21st century right now. 1996, when we saw 2000. The 2000 election, all right? Election year, they sold 5,173 houses. So 5,173,000 houses. In 2001, the next year afterwards, they sold 5,335,000 houses. Went up, right? In 2004, this was after 9/11 and everything, Bush, but W was still in office. Election year, 6,778,000 houses sold, right? In 2005, the very next year, 7,080,000 houses sold, right? In the middle of the Great Recession, 4,110,000 houses sold in 2008. In 2009, 4,340,000. So it still went up. Not as good as 2004, 2005, but also that's when if you was breathing, you can get a mortgage too. Let's not leave that part out, all right? Now, 2012, election year, 4,660,000 houses sold. 2013, 5,090,000 houses. 2016, 5,450,000 houses. 5,450,000 houses were sold. The next year, 5,510,000. Up, still going up, right? In 2020, when everybody said that the sky was falling and the earth was going to fall into the hole because of COVID and the election and stuff like that, 5,640,000 houses were sold first year of COVID. Second year of COVID, 6,120,000 houses were sold right in the middle of us coming out of COVID, all right? When Stevie Wonder was selling houses in 2021, okay? So you have this dynamic. So we don't have a home sales problem. We have a negativity problem in the election year. Things are still moving, but not as much as they will move in the following year.
Correct. They still move. Let me put this in perspective.
Okay.
Remember COVID,
Yes,
where they actually were sending everybody home and they,
right.
advised only businesses that are
Essential business.
essential businesses to the economy
Uh-huh.
are going to stay open.
That's right.
Was real estate one of them?
Yes, it was.
Thank you. So
Mortgage lending?
what does that tell you? If
Yes.
if the government closes real estate down, now we're really going to have a recession.
There you go.
So we were one of the few industries that were able to
Essential.
still.
Oil and gas was essential. But real estate industry was an essential business because it was tied to banking,
Mhm.
construction, sales, real estate sales, real property sales. Everything was tied back to real estate. Transportation, because you have to transport what? The supplies to build the house. Everything was tied. So these are the things. Now, everybody, the sky is falling with interest rate. We talked about the interest rates being average over a 50-year period, 6.3. But everybody, well, interest rate is too high. Your parents' buying a house at 16%. My first home I ever bought was at 9% in the 90s. Okay? But think about this. Next year, all the leading mortgage rate projections from Fannie Mae, Mortgage Bankers Association, National Association Realtor, and the big boy, Wells Fargo, and the average of all four says in the last quarter of 24, it's going to average out to 6.46. All right. We're in that window.
Mhm.
Okay. Because we still got a month to go because we got some more drops. All right. They say in the first quarter, the average is going to be 6.3. They say in the second quarter, the average is going to be 6.19. Third quarter, 6.06. Now, these are averages of all the four major indicators. In quarter four, 5.98. But here is where the rubber meets the road. The rubber meets the road, okay? Wells Fargo, an actual funder of mortgages, utilizing money to fund mortgages, they're saying 5.8. If the bank is telling you, they're literally telling you, this is what we're going to do, people. Now, this is based upon current trends. If the Fed lowers the interest rate some more,
That's gonna drop.
it's going to drop even more, even though it's not tied to the Fed because it's tied to Treasury. But at the end of the day, if you can save 2% on your current mortgage, why wouldn't you refinance it? If you can save 1% on your current mortgage, why wouldn't you finance it? And here is where the real estate industry needs to stop basically wetting the bed, all right? Projected home sales for 2025. Fannie Mae says 5.2 million. That's 1.2 million more that's going to be sold this year. The Mortgage Bankers Association says 5.2 million. All right. The National Association of Realtors says 5.7 million homes will be sold. So in either case, you're looking at 1 million more homes being sold next year. But this is what I like to tell people. 1 million more homes sold, it's not 50-50 buy sell.
Right.
That's an average. I look at it this way. If they say it's going to be 5.7 million homes going to be sold, I say it's going to be 7.5 million homes sold, because you're going to have those dual purchases where people are liquidating properties, selling more properties by vacation home second. Let's talk about this is
just
owner occupied.
Exactly.
This
You-
is owner
You have
occupied.
the investor transaction.
Exactly. But the sky is falling because people are not taking the time to educate themselves. So as they were saying at all the meetings I was at last week and all the trainings we were at, are you ready for the change? That's what it comes down to. Are you ready for the change? Because if you're not ready for the change, you won't have any success. And when? 2025. And that's what today's theme and topic is about at the Real Estate U Show, 2025. So your trends at Lone Peak, what's the upper trajectory at Lone Peak Lending?
Well, we're doing big things especially in the investment section. It's a lot of investors right now that are taking the opportunity to putting things in perspective. When the market is low, investors is not that they want to pull out, is that there's too much going on and they are going to be at the bottom of the barrel. So this is their time to actually acquire because everything is settled. There's no fuzz and they will make money either way. So understand, if you have people that are doing this for a living, you just have to learn the ins and outs of it.
Yes.
And perhaps you don't know them, but hey, start reading, educate yourself, right? In every economy,
It's free.
you are able to make money in the real estate market.
That's
in
true.
every single one of them.
Sure.
And real estate is just not about buying and selling. It's about investing. It's about
Buying and holding.
buying, holding. So all those things, all those combinations of, you have to know where to utilize them in the right economy. That's why I was talking with a client. You know, people in DC, pretty much life stops for 2 weeks until, but I understand it because you have, the politics and stuff. But my life doesn't stop because there's election.
The bills don't stop.
Exactly. Your light bill still due, your car payment still due. So I can't stop my business or my investments because election is coming, because life is going to still go on.
Right.
That this is my job, right? So just like you don't stop going to your job because of election,
No.
it's the same concept.
No.
And guys, don't get
essential.
me wrong. It is scary. You're looking or you're investing millions of dollars, but you think about it, not really. You're borrowing it,
Yeah.
right? And debt is not bad if you take the calculated risks.
Yeah. It's in the, before we go to break, I'm gonna share one thing with you, okay? Home price forecast, appreciation and values. The national value appreciation of your home is 2.6%. National value, the national appreciation, right? So you're making 2.6% every year in the value of your home. In Texas,
You made 4.
it's 5.1%.
And I was conservative by saying 4.
5.1% in Texas, but you're sitting on the fence waiting for something to happen that is costing you growth and opportunity and accessibility to financial independence. So we're going to take a note, pay some bills. We'll be back at noon.
Are you a real estate professional looking for a facility to produce valuable content for your clients and elevate the value of your business? The Training Center is here to help. We provide training for real estate professionals like you in a beautiful facility designed for training, TV show production, and even podcast studios. Also available for rental. Whether you're a realtor, mortgage lender, builder, or real estate industry vendor, you can now expand your expertise and your reach. With expert instructors for a variety of continuing education courses, producers and engineers available to create your own content, and the environment to do your best work, you are well on your way to growing the real estate business you've always dreamt about. The Training Center. We elevate your real estate career. Reach out today at ttcelevatesyou.com.
When you choose Alta Homes, you're choosing a builder you can count on to create not only your home, but something you are proud to own. We are at your side at every step during the purchase process, from the moment you sign your contract to the moment you receive your keys. Sales consultants to guide you in selecting exterior colors and brick stone options. A design center to effortlessly help you customize every detail, from lighting and faucets to flooring, tile, cabinetry, and countertops. Our smart home provider to enhance your home with security, data, and audio systems tailored to your preferences. Dedicated construction managers to provide weekly updates on your home's progress. Progress meetings to show milestones our team is completing, including a pre-construction meeting, pre-drywall, orientation, and a final walks before your closing day. Welcome home to your future with Alta Homes.
Do you have a passion and interest in real estate, want to learn from the pros, and have some fun doing it? Welcome to the Real Estate U Show, your connection to all things real estate, buying, selling, investing, and new construction sales, including residential and commercial real estate financing. Tune in for weekly live episodes with real estate experts and guests, packed with their best tips and tricks, and get a sneak peek into their national marketing relationships. Sponsored by the trusted team of Builder Boost and Homes and Land Magazine. The Real Estate U Show. Informative, insightful, and with a little touch of humor. Tune in to www.reuworldwide.com, Saturdays at 11 a.m. CST.
And I'm back. It's all about me, not about them. Okay, now we're talking about, think about it. We left off. Texas average growth, 5.1%. 5%. So let's just do naked numbers. $5,000 per $100,000 value. Period. $5,000 per $100,000 value. So, but you're sitting here waiting, and the value of that house is going up, and the cost of purchasing that house is going up, and you're losing off all that equity build up. So now that house that you should have bought at $600,000 is now valued at $700,000. So you missed out on that $100,000 in equity. That's why education is so important. That's why your lender partner is so important. That's why your title partner and your real estate partner, even your insurance partner, and your wealth manager, and your financial planner, they are important to the growth and success of your future income resources. So when I look at 2025, I'm looking at it from the title company perspective. How many orders, how many purchase contracts, how many refinances? Think about it. Title companies thrive in a refinance arena. They have to have a good balance now. But if a title company is goes from 90 transactions a month to 150 transactions because now 60 of them are refis, a title company is golden.
Mhm.
So those are the things that you have to look at, how this impacts everybody. Okay, here you go. When you buy a home, you should definitely have someone who represents your interest during the whole process. You're both a real estate professional and a lender professional. You know how many people agree with that? 76%. 24% say I can do it by myself.
Mhm. Go right ahead.
You
Kill
go right ahead. You go right ahead and do it by yourself. Because if you try to do it by yourself in 2025, the sharks are circling. As I was telling the agents I was training for last week, I said, if 65% of your new business in 2025 is not new construction sales, you are going to suffer. Why do you say that? Because of the NAR agreement, you're negotiating with a bunch of terrorists now. Their people are not trying to give you a commission, so now you got to try to get it from your buyer. But if you sell new construction, you know exactly what you're going to get from that builder,
That's right.
3 to 5%. And you got a couple of builders out there doing 6%. So think about that, Mr. I'm going to do it by myself. So I'm looking at all of this research and I'm looking at all of these trends. But my favorite trend on the title side is to look at who's bringing in the business. That's number one.
Mhm.
But who's changing their mindset in this business? That's number two. Matter of fact, that's 1A.
Mhm.
Because you have people doing the exact same thing. And I taught a class. Was I in town this week? Yeah, I taught the other day. And this one lady, she's a top producer. I mean, she's doing well. But she was the most impressive agent on the panel. You want to know why?
Why?
She says, I have got to adjust my philosophy as we go into 2025.
Absolutely. You always have to.
Yes.
Especially in real estate. And it's funny that you say that, where is people keep doing the same thing, expecting different results. So I had a client, actually a friend of yours, calls me when I get qualified. I go like, you know what? I remember you came to me a year ago, and today we're in the same situation.
Yes.
Why don't you, if this is something you want to do, I can help you.
Right.
But you need to do this. If not, it's going to be another year.
Right.
And we're going to be having the same conversation.
That's right.
I don't mean to offend you, but what do you think about that?
Right.
Because you know what? You're right. We're going to do whatever. Do you understand?
Oh, yeah.
So how a year later, to the T, with the same issue, nothing had changed.
Haven't changed anything.
If we would have followed my advice back then, he would have been a homeowner today.
Well, and I'll use me as an example because before, all right, I was Mr. Cash and Carry, all right, because I made the money, go buy cash. I wouldn't finance anything anymore because I went through so much crap with my former business and former people's, okay? So, but she made me listen and put a process and a plan together, and adjustments were made, and she totally flipped how I look at things, my perception, my reality of the dynamics of finance. And those who know me, if you can get me to change my attitude about which store to go to, you have a super win. You know, I go to the same grocery store, same meat market, same liquor store. I don't change anything. I got the same cleaner.
Lord, no, he doesn't.
I got the same cleaner. I got the same tailor. The people make my shirts and suits. I don't need to meet no damn body. I already know somebody.
Literally.
But she got me to see you're not changing, you're expanding. You're still doing it how you want to, but we're just expanding your options to get things done. And it's been a boom. I'm not unhappy. She's bossy, but I'm not unhappy. But you take those things into account with 2025. 2025 is for those who want more. That's how I'm theming out 2025. If you want more, you can have more in 2025 but you got to change your mindset. You got to pivot. Or in my case, I had to expand. I can still be my same self, but I've expanded my options so I can accomplish even more. So I still have my favorite tailor and I still have my favorite watch person and stuff like that. But now, they got good watches over there too. Or this tailor he has some different swatches for suits over here. So I just expanded. I didn't eliminate anybody. I just expanded my options. And that's what people have to do in 2025. You have to expand your options. That's what we're talking about today.
In a woman's language, there's ups and downs, right? Well, there's times where you're going to be able to go Nordstrom, and there's other times you're going to have to go to Ross. Now, you can find the same Calvin Klein dress. It's just going to be different prices.
Yeah.
Or perhaps the different selection. So just understand that there is option. It may not be the ones you like, but they'll remedy the current situation for a little time. And that's what people have problems adjusting.
Right.
Let me tell you, when the market crashed, I was living in a $1.3 million home, 6 bedrooms, 5. When I had to sell and move, not because I wanted to, but because I had to, I went through palpitations. It was, oh my God, my furniture, what I'm going to do with. I had to get rid of a whole bunch of stuff, and it was very hard adjusting. It's hard, but it had to be done. And people were like, "This is your worst?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Are you serious? What are you complaining?" And I had to come down to earth and say, "You know what? I'm still blessed." So what I'm thinking about, I'm living, over the top of, a whole bunch of people.
For no reason.
Exactly. So no reason to stress. So sometimes, I've had times where I have $100 in my bank account, and then better times is like when that thing goes down from 10,000, it's a different, you feel you're broke. So it's about perspective. Life is about perspective.
And what you want for yourself.
I want the best.
Exactly.
I was not meant to be poor. And
Right.
why? Because I enjoy and like the best things of life, but I do that consciously, because I have it doesn't mean I'm going to spend it. And I'll give you an example. I went to try something out, and I went to do a facial, and they showed me, said, "Ma'am, the selling point, there's this machine, this laser, that really you don't have to do Botox. They'll keep you like 15 years old. That thing is like $7,000." In my mind, I was like, "Oh my God, I'm gonna what kind of trouble I'm gonna get?" But come on, now then reality settles. Is that a feasible thing to do right now? The answer was no. So you have to, but I'm going to get that,
That's always.
just not right now, but I'm going to get it. So it's that concept of what are your goals? What is it that you want out of life? And then once you know what you want, because I want to be a millionaire. Well, how the hell are you going to get there? Is there a plan? You want to go from here to here, but without knowing nothing in between.
But that's what people do. That's what people do. I look at real estate, and like I said, I was not only providing training, but in my mind, I was getting trained over the last week as well, because I was being enlightened by our CEO about the propensity of being unwilling to advance based upon available opportunities. And that's consumers and realtors and lenders and title available opportunities. Right now, I'm working with somebody who's fixated on one thing, no diversity whatsoever, one thing. So they're looking for this perfect opportunity in this one option, excuse me, even though I've given them multiple options to have more now. Like I was telling my team, excuse me, we make more money on 4 $250,000 transactions versus one $1 million transaction. Well, how you figure that? It's still $1 million. No. Let me break it down for you. One $1 million transaction. I have escrow fee buy sell side. I have the premium. Okay. I do 4 $250,000 transactions. I have the escrow fee buy sell side 4 times. right? So now instead of, I'm going to just use numbers, not real numbers, $2,000 on one transaction or $8,000 on 4. That's revenue.
In real estate, volume is always the key.
Yeah.
Volume is the key.
Volume. I want to tell people, I want to be McDonald's. I don't want to be Burger King. I want to be McDonald's. I want 1 billion sold. I don't want 1 million sold. And using that analogy before we go to break, I taught a class a couple of months ago on negotiation. I don't know if I shared it with you. I told this class, I said, who's a better negotiator? McDonald's or Burger King? They was just flipping. What that real estate? I'm going to get to that point. Who is a better negotiator, McDonald's or Burger King? The vast majority said Burger King, all right? They were dead wrong. You go to McDonald's, you say, give me a number 1, a number 2, a number 3, a number 5, a number 7, and you got everybody who gets the same number gets the exact same thing. Drink, fries, and whatever sandwich, right? Go to Burger King, have it your way. They not negotiating, they let you dictate the negotiation. McDonald's say, either you take it or get out. Burger King says, hey, have it your way. So who's better?
Well, you have to, the question should have been, could you see it from the business perspective?
Yeah.
If I'm looking from the consumer,
Yeah.
then I'm going to go to work, Burger King.
Right.
If I see it from the business
Yeah.
side, then I'm a better negotiator.
Yeah, the McDonald's are better negotiator, like, because they're not negotiating.
Correct.
You coming in here and there's no negotiation. What you see is what you get. In Burger King, look, I want you to grill my onions. I want my bacon on the side. I want my cheese on the side.
Too much
McDonald's,
work.
here is the salmon. Now you want to take the bacon and the cheese off there? So this is the Real Estate U Show. We're each and every Saturday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. And we will be expanding to 2 p.m. In a couple of weeks. Most likely be December. And with that expansion, it's going to be dominated by the lender builder perspective. We're going to do lenders and builders every week on how they are working to increase opportunities for the consumer. So I'll take a break, pay some bills.
Have you found yourself thinking, I need to increase my real estate brand value, start overcoming those limiting beliefs, and truly grow my business? Well, I have some great news for you. The Real ELC offers elite real estate training for professionals just like you. Whether you're a new agent or a seasoned professional, you can gain access to the wisdom, tips, and insights of a team with decades of real estate, business development, and marketing experience. And you want to know the best part? By receiving training from the Real ELC, you'll become part of the RMG Collective National Real Estate Marketing Platform. Just visit therealelc.com to start growing your real estate business today. Hey, check this out. Are you looking for a beautiful new build home, one with quality craftsmanship and higher end amenities, but still within your budget? Oh, do I have good news for you. Alta Homes is now selling top-of-the-line new construction homes for the home buyer, providing amenities not usually associated under $500,000. And you want to know what makes them really shine? You'll get to participate in the construction throughout the process and rest easy knowing that Alta Homes promises to only build what we would live in. Alta Homes provides financing resources with up to 100% financing and even the ability to finance the closing costs, including Alta Homes providing additional closing cost assistance if needed. Doesn't get better than that. Just give us a call or visit us to start your new build journey today. Alta Homes, we only build what we would live in.
Butler Media is where dreams become reality, where brands thrive, and where you find success. We provide social media management, brand design, and marketing education solutions designed to elevate your brand. Your marketing is our mission. Visit our website to get started.
All right, we're back. Bills are paid. This is the Real Estate U Show, hosted by Dina Ramos. She's hanging out with Bridezilla this weekend and next weekend. We're going to the wedding.
Yes.
Yeah, we're going to the wedding. So I used to be fearful of going to the wedding, but since I'm now husband hostage, I can go. Okay. I was afraid of somebody putting something in my drink. Well, it still happened, but it wasn't at a wedding. Okay. So we're each and every Saturday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., expanding to 2 p.m. in December. joined by, like I said, Dina Ramos, Platinum One Properties, Jennifer Nina of Lone Peak Lending, and I am E.L. Crane of Open Title. We are in the Homes and Lands magazine studio, powered by My Alta Homes, our good friends. So we have Phil Wilhelm at Homes and Land magazine, and we have Drew Collenberg at Alta Homes and Alta Development. So we're talking about 2025. Now, I am a strategic, goals-oriented individual. There is no other way to explain who I am outside of that.
Yes, Lord.
Basically, if I have a thought, I'm going to get up in the middle of the night and put pen to paper to work it out so that I can release it the next day. That's who I am, all right? But that means I'm always in planning mode, all right? When it comes to 2025, people, consumers, industry professionals, and everybody in between, you have got to be in planning mode in 2025, because if you are not in planning mode in 2025, you're doing a disservice to your bank account. And that disservice is you're not educating yourself to the point to realize the benefit of home ownership, real estate investment, acquisition, liquidation, and everything, because 2025, we've told you, 5.4 million transactions in real estate, residential, not commercial, residential owner occupied, not investor. We're talking about people buying and selling homes, 5.4 million transactions. Where are you going to be at when it comes to realizing profitability as an investor? I mean, as a seller, profitability and appreciation as a buyer. Get ready now. You need, like right now, you need to be reaching out to Jennifer Nina at Lone Peak Lending and getting those pre-approvals going into 2025 right now.
That's right.
Right now. Because the builders are getting ready to give and provide resources and opportunities that are through the roof. But if you don't take advantage of them, disservice to your bank account.
That's right. One thing I want to bring up to the consumer is when you go, and this is nothing wrong, I just want you to know so you can make an informed decision.
Yeah.
When you go to a builder and the builder is offering that 3.99, 4.875% interest rate, which is not realistic in today's regular market, right? You have to be, people, nothing in this world is free. Understand that.
Right.
So when a builder is providing you that, they are increasing that property value. You are going to pay for it one way or another. So the way of making the right decision is okay, I'm buying a house for $300,000 at 4.75, or I'm buying a house for $250,000 at 7%. What does that mean to you? Don't try to do the numbers in the head. Put it in paper so you can really see what's best for you, right? Because if they're selling a house at $300,000 in a community where I have the same option at $250,000, you best to believe that property is going to appraise. Go for the higher rate because you now are buying into equity. Okay, please discuss that with your professionals.
Yeah.
And see what is it that you're doing. Nothing is free. So they're not giving you that rate for free. Somebody's paying for it, and that's you. Okay? So make sure you consumers, when you go out that, you make sure you're aware, you ask, and you just don't let yourself be sold for, a number.
Right. And that's what happens. That's literally what happens. So as we go forward into 2025, my advice, and I tell you, I'm not a realtor. All right. I'm no longer a lender. I am the research person and the trainer for realtors and lenders. So my job is to find outlets for them to elevate their business. And the best way to elevate their business is by elevating the consumer's knowledge.
Correct.
And that's what's missing. So as we go forward, like Dina is a very patient individual because she's my friend. So that tells you how much patience she has. All right. So Dina's a very patient individual. and she will guide people through the process. Jennifer prides herself on being a solution finder, so she guides you through the process. I've always described myself as, I give you 3 opportunities, pick one, damn it, and if you get out, all right? So that's me. But I'm also the person, when the fight go down, you want me on your team, all right? So you have to have those different personalities to get the transaction done, all right? It's like at Open Title. You have Susan is a pro's pro, but Susan get down and dirty when she need to.
That's right.
Okay. Paula, experience personified. No question. Lori, dig deep, gets it done, finds a way to win. All right. So we have professionals. We have Maddie, who is early in her escrow career, but she's been trained by one of the best, Susan. So you have these different dynamics in our office, and we look at it this way. We have 90 plus years of escrow experience. If those 3 haven't seen it, it hasn't happened yet. All right. Our leadership team at Open Title, Adam Setliff, the president of Open Title Texas, he's an attorney. Don't hold that against him. Okay. He's an attorney, but he's also a curator. So he cures and fixes those problems necessary to get the transaction through. You have Annette Setliff, Adam's wife. She's our director of operations for Texas. She's the glue that holds McAllen, El Paso, San Antonio, Austin, Dallas, Fort Worth, Houston markets together. All right. We are all chimed in. Then you throw in our sales team. We got Courtney and Greg Dodd up in DFW. We have Monica Mancy. We have Gabby Posis. We have, and I forgot who on my team. We have Tish Sotelo. We have Linda Crater. These are your marketing team to get it done. We work in a way that most people cannot even begin to understand. And you notice yourself, people say, you got a commercial for a title company? And my response was, you don't? You should have something in your marketing toolbox to explain the value of working with you. That's what the Real Estate U Show is about. As we begin each show, we say, and the entrepreneurs which drive our economy. Entrepreneurs like Panorama Studios. Entrepreneur like Machette Photography. Alta Homes, entrepreneur. Okay? Open Title, entrepreneur. All of us, we have homework, we have financial plans, we have wealth managers, we have a plethora of entities that we work with to facilitate these transactions getting through. 2025, everybody needs somebody like that on their team. All right.
Look, the benefit of working with people, and this is how we work with each other, right? From the lending side, I have or come across questions that really refer to title, because one thing, takes the other. Okay, how should I hold title? Well, I know the answer, but when things get too complicated, I'm a phone call away from calling one of the ladies with Open Title to be able to answer that question. Hence, I don't lose my sale. So having the ability, which is what we do, to have professionals around you that, cover every intricate. If I don't know it, I'm sure it's a phone call away, people's.
That's right.
A phone call away. And we've surrounded ourselves with good people, knowledgeable people in the business that wants your well-being and the best for you, to be able to advise you in these types of situations without. It's not about the money. It's about doing our job right so you can get to your goal.
And the knowledge of it all.
Correct.
The knowledge of it all. And most people don't understand the value of getting things done. So here at the Real Estate U Show, as in our individual businesses, such as Lone Peak Lending, as Platinum One Property, as Open Title, as Alta Home, our alliance partners, as Panorama Studios, we collectively provide resources that most can't even begin to fathom to get across the finish line, right? So what we're going to do right now, we're going to take a break, pay some bills. I'm E.L. Crane. She is not. We're here each and every Saturday, 9 a.m. Is that 9 a.m.? No, 11 a.m. Central Time, noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific Time. I ain't had nothing to drink, people, I promise. Okay? And we're going to take a break, pay some bills, we'll come back.
Hello, I'm Dina Salazar, broker and owner of Platinum One Property. Tune in each week to Realtor Corner with me as we share important information that will help you on your real estate journey. Look forward to seeing you there. And in the meantime, if you need anything real estate related, you can always get a hold of me at 832-646-9054. Dina Salazar, Platinum One Properties.
Are you looking to purchase, refinance, or even secure a specialized loan? Meet Your Mortgage Pro. Whether it's for your dream home or that perfect commercial space, we've got you covered with our solution-based lending services. Licensed in both Florida and Texas, we understand the complexities of real estate finance, and our team of professionals and our easy-to-use mortgage calculators are here to help. Your Mortgage Pro is committed to quality customer service, putting the people we serve first. And we don't just offer loans. We provide consumer education and ready-made loan programs to guide you every step of the way. We even collaborate with builders to secure new construction homes. Your Mortgage Pro, the mortgage solution professional. Reach out today at yourmortgagepro.biz.
Do you have a passion and interest in real estate, want to learn from the pros, and have some fun doing it? Welcome to the Real Estate U Show, your connection to all things real estate, buying, selling, investing, and new construction sales, including residential and commercial real estate financing. Tune in for weekly live episodes with real estate experts and guests, packed with their best tips and tricks, and get a sneak peek into their national marketing relationships. Sponsored by the trusted team of Builder Boost and Homes and Land Magazine. The Real Estate U Show. Informative, insightful, and with a little touch of humor. Tune in to www.reuworldwide.com, Saturdays at 11 a.m. CST.
Okay, we're back. Bills are paid, and I'm negotiating with terrorists.
Wow.
Okay. Remember, today is about 2025. Now, one of the things I want to address is you deal with people every day and their mindset. Okay. How can we do a better job of making the buyer seller understand that they are a team as well in getting the transaction done? I want you to put on your real estate hat. They are a team as well in getting the transaction done, but they can be so combative sometimes. How do we eliminate that?
I've had actually I'm sitting in the lender seat. I've had relationships with realtors that right off the bat, you know, there's going to be a problem.
Okay.
You know, they are pushed back. They're like pit bulls, not pit bulls in a good way. They're like, you know, just to make everybody's life miserable.
Right.
And when my solution to that is from the get-go.
Okay.
When I get that pinch of this lady's going to be difficult, I sit down with them. Let me tell you something. We're in the same team.
Right.
Understand, if I don't make this happen for you, or I don't make this happen for everybody involved, this is not going to happen.
Right.
So I don't need the stress. I need a fluent mind so I can do the best thing. I need your assistance, not your, you know. So I try to put a stop away by making the situation aware, bringing the elephant in the room so it can be gone. Because let me tell you, those are the worst. They are the most stressful situation. And when you put that energy into it, everything that can go wrong in that deal will happen.
We'll go wrong. And it's going to go wrong. You're right. We will. Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but it's just that it's because somebody's expecting that. So it's going to come across. It's going to happen. It's impossible. It's incredible. Out of all the deals, this is the one. And it's because that energy is there. That anticipation that something's going to happen, you're going to bring it on. It's going to happen.
So, you know, and I look at, I've seen, what's the word I'm looking for? I've seen agents sabotage deals.
Yes.
Because they talk too much.
Yes.
Or they sabotage deals because they try to diminish the other agent on the other
Yeah,
side of the
or
transaction.
try to show that they know the best. I had a realtor in a conference call,
Uh-huh.
and I was going through an ITIN program and telling them the rates. That's too much. After the client got off, I go, let me tell you something. You just killed your deal right now.
Right.
Because now you put her in doubt. These loans, that is the price. I'm actually giving you a 3.5%.
Yeah.
Either you have the lower down payment, the higher rates are always going to be there.
Always.
But I'm giving you the option is the down payment. You right now, my friend, you've just killed your deal. God and behold.
For no reason.
Because she wanted to be smarter than a fifth grader.
Right, exactly. And I watch them all the time. I don't need to be smart. I need a check. I need a check. I'm only interested in check. If you can't give me my check, I don't want to talk to you, because at the end of the day, we are in the business of eat what you kill. Period.
And people, you know, it's about, you could have asked the same question in a different way. And, you know, perhaps, and Ms. Jennifer, why the interest rates in this case are higher? Acknowledge that they're higher, but don't say, well, that's too high, because now you really, you know, you just put it there. You're not giving me a reason to explain to the client the difference between the programs. Now you're just putting, I doubt you. The person that is supposed to be working with you, now I'm doubting you. So that the client's going to do the same. So it's just beware what's being told. You can ask the same questions, but don't always try to be, because you know, perhaps ask it in a question.
Right.
You know, well, what's wrong with you? Why do you think that happened? Don't kill your own deals by doing that. And I see it happen time and time again.
All right. So, like I say, this is Real Estate You Show. We're here each and every Saturday. You know what I need you to do? I need you to type an email to Jesus Ortiz, okay? And tell Jesus for 3 weeks in a row he has not uploaded the Real Estate You Show commercial.
Ooh.
All right? And so basically tell him to put all his stuff in a garbage bag.
See, this is what you need to do, okay? You need to be professional.
Leave the keys at the door.
Here's what I'm going to do.
Keys at the door.
As soon as you send an email, because people do forget and have other stuff to do.
No, he said he's going to do it the other day. So,
But
leave his
once
keys
he
at the
leaves
door.
here, no,
put all
I'm
his stuff in the
vouching for
garbage bag.
Jesus today. As soon as I got your back, what's your email again, honey? Okay, because I'm like that. If you can tell me, and I'll say, yeah, I'll do it. But once I get involved and I get home, is all she wrote.
He wasn't involved. He was sitting at the table over there at the producer's stand.
Sweetheart, what is your email? I'm going to try. I'm trying to save you quickly. What's your email? Uh-huh. Watch it be done next week.
Well, no, I need done today, damn it. Okay.
By next week.
Well,
We'll be done.
my frijoles, Charles.
Commercial video.
Oh, this is the thing that you do the promotion. to
Hello,
build the audience. That's why
Jesus.
every day. It should start right after the show. Thank you very much. So now we're talking about 2025.
Yeah.
We just got a home proposal request, right?
Mhm.
Here you have the most prolific new construction state in America is the state of Texas.
Mhm.
New construction up and down, side to side, state of Texas, right? There are 29 new builders coming into the Houston metro market.
More?
Yes. So does that mean, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Well, that means our economy is still
Exactly.
ticking.
That means our economy is still being elevated, right? So it makes no sense to me on why people still choose to be wary of purchasing. When you
They're
got
scared.
multi-million, when you have multi-million-dollar corporations that build homes coming into your market, buying up land, buying up lots to build these new constructions because they believe in you, in your economy, in your state, but you're still sitting on the fence. But what they also don't realize is these new builders coming in, their prices are going up. Because the cost of lots have gone up. Just like the cost
Yep.
of a home goes up, the cost of lots go up. The cost of developing the lots have gone up because lots, cement has gone up, right?
Yep.
Wood has gone up because it takes forms, wood, to be able to lay the slab,
Correct.
all right? Materials for plumbing have gone up. Underground plumbing, above ground plumbing. All these things have gone up. But you sitting here waiting for the best deal.
Because what, they're gonna go down?
Yeah. The best deal is the deal that you accept. That's the best deal. The best deal is the one that you can afford. That's the best deal. The days of leveraging people, those are gone. And like I told the
And
agents last week,
opportunity, I'm not gonna say opportunities are not there, but still stop waiting for that needle in the haystack
yes,
because you're gonna be waiting forever. So there's opportunities. That's what I'm saying. And people are not, if they don't get that, 15% increase, they won't go for the 11.
that's right.
So that to me, it's ridiculous.
So it's those kind of things out there. And, and I'm looking at these new builders coming into town. And you have the current builders, over 1,000 already here. You have opportunities in the multi-county area, not the multi-city area, the multi-county area, because Montgomery County is 30 miles that way, and Fort Bend County is 10 miles that way, and Missouri County is 11 miles that way, and Galveston is 40 miles. So what is the problem? Business is coming here because they have a viable marketplace.
Mhm.
Businesses leave when they don't have a viable marketplace. So that ought to tell you everything you need to know about the community that you live in,
That's right.
especially if you're renting. I'm doing research on a couple of apartment complexes out in Pearland. And I'm like, they paying what? There's they're $3,500 a month over here. And I'm not going to pay $3,500 a month to hear somebody else's noise next to me. Or banging on the wall. Turn the TV down. I'm trying to go to sleep over here. It's just doesn't make any sense. So in 2025, it's all about preparation.
Mhm.
To own real estate, to invest in real estate, to secure real estate, to plan out your retirement via diversifying your portfolio with real estate.
That's right. And part of our job here is to create a platform
Yes.
where we can tell the crowds that here's the information you're looking for. So put it in your calendars, January 11th, that's
Yeah.
Saturday from 2 to 5. We'll have our first of the year, or first of the month in the new year, investor mastermind conference. And
Right.
that's being held here in the training center. And don't fret if you're just starting, if you don't even have your first home, you have to start somewhere.
Right.
So come in and join us. There will be plenty of professionals that you can mingle, market, ask questions to, and learn. And you're learning from other people's mistakes.
Yes.
So please answer or ask questions. No question is stupid or dumb when it comes to real estate. So ask.
Because it's your opportunity to participate.
Correct.
It's your opportunity to participate. So I'm looking at the things that are coming down the pike. All right. I'm excited about the upcoming consumer-centric areas,
Mhm.
restaurants and bars and clothing stores and stuff like that. What they're doing is they're coming up with some very unique concepts where it's just going to be like 8 or 12 businesses
Mhm.
right there. And they're not uniform. They all have their own space, right? But what's uniform is they're driving business to each other.
Right.
They're driving business to each other. Oh, you're tired from shoe shopping? You go to the restaurant next door. They're all collaborating and co-marketing with each other.
Mhm.
I think that's a pretty cool concept, right?
Yes, it is.
So then you have that. Then you also have, what do you want for yourself? What do you want for yourself? People don't ask that. They did a survey in our training last week. What do you want for yourself? And people are like, what? Oh, I want to help people. No, for yourself.
Correct.
Most people struggle in answering that
Mhm.
question.
Mhm.
What do you want for that? I want some more watches. I want some more watches. I want some more custom suits and custom shirts. I want
a for-life cleaning lady.
yeah. She's having trouble finding one, people. I want to give me some custom ties, man. I've never had a custom tie, man. I want to get a custom tie, man.
That's like having custom underwear done. Like why?
Yeah, because of me, I'm special.
Ugh.
Okay, so so you have these things, right? But I truly believe that our marketplace in 2025, real estate, and everybody who puts in the work is going to have the best year of their real estate industry career in 2025 if they put in the work.
I agree. Listen, I come from a market, Florida, totally different than here.
Yes.
And coming from there, I can tell you, and you can call me and ask me the why, and I'll give you about 20 different reasons of the why. If you are not making money in today's real estate here in Houston, Texas, you need to call us because you need to find out the why. It's not because there's no business out there. Is that perhaps you have the wrong relationships,
Yes.
or there's something that is taking away from you from that success. Sometimes we need to change our surroundings or the way we're doing things. If something is not working, find the why. It's not that it's not working. There's plenty of people making money. I have built a career in this. I've raised 4 children being a lender. It has not been easy, but I can tell you, it's not where I felt in a position where, oh my God, market is bad. I have to now, take a 9 to 5. No, you find a way to make it work. If it's not refinances, it's purchases. If not, it's investments. There's different ways. You just have to find out the how. And I think that's what a lot of people don't take the time into looking the why.
And she said 4 children, 2 children and 2 terrorists.
Wow.
Okay, we have 2 terrorists that live upstairs in our house. All right. She don't want to accept the fact that
I know at least one
we
of them
have
is.
2 terrorists.
One of them, at least, I promise you, is a terrorist.
Yo,
He is a negotiator, and he's so, you know what pissed me off? That now that person knows that he's a terrorist and he knows how to work me. Okay, that's what really upsets me. He is a piece of cake.
yeah. Okay. On that note, people, we're gonna take a break because between us, we have 8 children, and she has 3 grandchildren. I have 2. So we have 5 grandchildren, 8 children between us. I have the youngest 2 are in high school. The next 2 are in college. But we have lots of personalities around our family.
Yes. Lots of it.
Lots of them. So we're gonna take a break, pay some bills, and come back for our final section.
Butler Media is where dreams become reality, where brands thrive, and where you find success. We provide social media management, brand design, and marketing education solutions designed to elevate your brand. Your marketing is our mission. Visit our website to get started.
Are you a Texas real estate professional looking for a better title company experience? One without the headache or poor customer experience? At Open Title Texas, our mission is to make the closing process as stress-free and efficient as possible for everyone involved. With an attorney leading our mission, we understand the importance of accuracy in all aspects of the title process. At Open Title Texas, we believe that our attention to detail and unwavering dedication to customer service is what sets us apart in the title industry. And we're not just a title company. We're a growth and business development agency. We're designed to elevate the future business of our clients, done through collaboration and exclusive programs to increase opportunities for clients and partners. Open Title of Texas, opening the door to home ownership. Reach out today at open-title.com.
When you choose Alta Homes, you're choosing a builder you can count on to create not only your home, but something you are proud to own. We are at your side at every step during the purchase process, from the moment you sign your contract to the moment you receive your keys. Sales consultants to guide you in selecting exterior colors and brick stone options. A design center to effortlessly help you customize every detail, from lighting and faucets to flooring, tile, cabinetry, and countertops. Our smart home provider to enhance your home with security, data, and audio systems tailored to your preferences. Dedicated construction managers to provide weekly updates on your home's progress. Progress meetings to show milestones our team is completing, including a pre-construction meeting, pre-drywall, orientation, and a final walks before your closing day. Welcome home to your future with Alta Homes.
Okay, I am now a solo practitioner. So, as we move into 2025, all seriousness, your relationships matter. And the relationships that matter the most are the ones that are going to allow you to grow financially. And growing financially is having the right partnerships. And not just the partnerships in real estate, you have to have the right banking partnerships. You know, my favorite story to tell in banking is this. When I got my new house in 2023, I'm a person that actually goes to the bank and pays their mortgage and their automobile loans. I go in. I don't do ACH debits on my mortgage or my automobile loan. What I do is I'm a huge believer in relationship building. And relationship building is predicated upon face-to-face. You can't build a relationship through the drive-through. Only thing the drive-through is good for is give me a hamburger, fries, and a Coke. That's all the drive-through is good for, all right? Give me a 4-piece fries and a Coke. That's all the drive-through is good for. When it comes to financial matters, you need to go inside. So here's my story. Paid my mortgage for the first time. I'm sitting in front of the bank. I'm in front of the bank in my car, just paid my mortgage like 30, 35 minutes. The people in the bank were worried about me, so they came out and said, "Sir, are you okay?" I said, "Yeah, I'm fine." They said, "Are you sure you've been out here ever since you came into the bank and made your payment?" I said, "I know, I made my mortgage payment." They said, "Yes." "So is there something wrong?" I says, "No, I just made my mortgage payment. Now I'm trying to figure out a way to get my money back without having to rob y'all." So they looked at me like, "What?" "Yeah, I just made my mortgage payment. Now I'm trying to figure out a way to get my money back." "Sir, you just made the mortgage payment. We can't give you your money back." "I know. I'm trying to figure out a way to get it back. That's why I've been sitting out here trying to figure out a way to get my mortgage money back." "Sir, you're not going to get your mortgage money back." Okay. This goes on for months. Me going in there saying, "Okay, I paid my mortgage. Now, how do I get my money back?" All right. So I developed a rapport and a relationship with everybody in this particular branch that I go to. I know everybody. I know the branch president. I know the branch manager. I know all the loan officers. I know the tellers. I know the auto loan person, the home. I know everybody in there. They introduced me to everybody. I have generated business relationships by just being myself. And now when I walk through the door, you're not getting your money back. Just come make the payment over here. You need to understand, going into 2025, the value of relationships. I do things off center because I love to have fun, but mostly I know the value of a relationship. I know the value of creating advocates on your behalf. In business, as in life, there is no 100% of anything. You don't have a 100% great relationship with all your family members. You have a 100% great relationship with all your friends. You have a 100% relationship with your coworkers and colleagues, which means you have to find that number that is most beneficial to you. And I do it this way. I don't need to make money on 20 transactions. I need to be a part of 20 transactions so that I can develop relationships of value to generate business opportunities. So that being said, if I walk away with 5 transactions out of 20 participations, I've just done 25% in an industry that is less than 1%. People need to start realizing the benefits of relationships. There are people in the industry who can call me that I don't say no to because I have a great relationship. If they ask me, I say yes. No negotiation, no trepidation, no hesitation. I say yes. But then there are others, I act like they got the plague, they patient zero, no. Because relationships of value remains you value each other. And that's what 2025 is about. 2025 real estate is about relationships of value and doing things that make people understand the value that you bring, but you're also respecting and honoring the value that they bring. That's what 2025 real estate is about. Because when you look at the trajectory, 5.4 million new home sales, 5.4 million transactions in the residential real estate industry in 2025. Where are you going to be at when it comes to those transactions? What are you going to do to separate yourself in the marketplace so that you are not left behind? That's what 2025 real estate is about, or I should say real estate 2025. I'm E.L. Crane with Open Title Texas. I am the president of the Houston division. I'm the director of growth and expansion. My job is to find opportunities to grow Open Title. So I've grown Open Title Houston. I have Open Title Beaumont. I'm growing Open Title in San Antonio. I'm growing Open Title in Austin and DFW. I'm growing Open Title in El Paso, Texas, and McAllen, Texas. I'm looking to grow Open Title in Central Texas, like in Killeen. I'm looking to do the same thing in Corpus Christi, New Braunfels, because relationships and growth are the lifeline of revenue generation opportunities, and I love to use the word greatness in your space. So that's what we're going to be doing here in 2025 at the Real Estate U Show. Right now, we're getting all of our websites updated and revamped. We have the training center over here with Panorama Studios. See, I mention them more than they mention me. And I'm going to put that out there for our producer to understand. I talk about them more than they talk about me, but that's okay. When they go out to the park garage and their cars on full flats, they're going to know it's me. And I'm telling them up front that I'm doing it. So, but in 2025, resources at Open Title, or I should say the training center powered by Open Title. We have green screen TV studios. We have Panorama Studios for podcasts and video content and TikTok videos. We have Machette Photography for lifestyle photos and headshots. We have a 50-seat training center for elevating the careers of the real estate professional, but it also can be leased out for trainings from insurance companies to continued educations for different professions. These are the things that we have available to you because this is not real estate, this is entrepreneurship. We have created an environment for everybody to be successful and to grow. That is what the Real Estate U Show is about. Next week, we're going to be at Bridezilla's wedding. So we'll be going to do a rerun of the U.S. Real Estate U Show. But Dina's only child, Sabrina, is getting married next week. So we're going to go celebrate getting married and stuff like that. I got married, but I didn't celebrate. Look, I'm sorry. I'm still trying to figure out what the hell happened. Okay. So that being said, we thank you for tuning in and watching the Real Estate U Show. We're here each and every Saturday at 12 Eastern, 11 Central, 9 a.m. Pacific time. I'm E.L. Crane, and I'm customarily joined by Jennifer Nina of Lone Peak Lending, Dina Ramos, Platinum One Properties, but also going forward, we're going to be having guest co-hosts on the show. We're going to be highlighting builders and lenders in our new third hour starting in December. And most importantly, we're going to be here for you to answer those questions necessary for you to make the right transaction in real estate in 2025. Thank you for watching.
next album.
I'd love to.
Yeah, it's called Matchbox.
Alrighty. I'm listening.
Yeah, I wonder will a matchbox hold
Hold
my
my
clothes. Matchbox ain't about that big.
Right.